Egypt has wowed the globe with its beautiful sights and distinctive tourism destinations. Even 2 of the 7 wonders of the world are in this nation. But compared to the majority of these marvels, some Egyptian traditions are more surprising and more difficult to grasp. From shouting while cooking Molokhiya, a special dish, to get the right taste, to saving them from envy by holding the wood, here are some bizarre Egyptian traditions you didn't know about. Does making a gasp play a role in making the taste of a dish perfect? Yes, it does. According to Egyptians, it makes the taste of Molokhiya perfect. When Egyptian women prepare Molokhiya, a dish of vegetables combined with leaves of Crocurus oletorius, they carry out a hilarious custom. It is one of the most popular Egyptian recipes and is difficult to master in terms of flavor. Sha'at el-Molokhiya is the name of the tradition, which translates as el-Molokhiya gasp, which calls for the chef to take a sharp gasp while keeping their lips open to create an absurd sound. It is believed that when the woman chef of Molokhiya does this while adding garlic to the Molokhiya pot, the dish obtains the appropriate flavor. Next time you make any dish, try adding the garlic with a sharp gasp. This one is really hilarious. Often we find people in our culture leaving the juice in their glasses as a sign of etiquette, but in Egypt it is considered unlucky. Remember to drink all of the juice when visiting an Egyptian household, especially if they have girls. It is believed that if a host family with daughters offers guests a glass of juice and if they don't finish it, the daughters won't get married. 3 Azamet Marakbiya is pronounced Uzmet Marakbiya. This is an ancient tradition that is still prevalent in Egypt. Because of the Nile River, boat culture was common in Egypt. The word mark translates to bought boat and thus is known Marakbiya. In ancient times, when 2 persons traveled individually in their boats and one invited the other for food, drink, or anything else, as it was hard to reach the invitee's boat, the invitation was unlikely to be accepted by the other person. This is how the phrase came into existence. The astonishing part is that it is still used and believed by Egyptians. In short, if one person jokingly invites another for food, drinks, or other activities, it is obvious that the guest must deny it. So next time you want to invite someone and don't want them to accept the invitation, use this Uzmet Marakbiya for you. Now, this is really absurd. Many Egyptians, even today, believe that burying a weasel at their door will make them rich and improve their lives. So they bury a weasel at their door for wealth and success to come to your home. A bizarre tradition in Egypt is to drum a special utensil on the 7th day of the child's birth. Interesting. El Hons is generally used to mince garlic, but in Egypt, when a newborn infant becomes 7 days old, family and friends throw a party. During the party, the visitors sing to the child and the parents distribute sweets. It is customary to beat a metal hone and create a loud noise while admonishing the infant to always listen to their mother and not their father, or to love their grandparents more than their uncles. The infant becomes acclimated to noise by having El Hon beaten near to its ear. Some individuals think that these words are powerful, and if done so, the infant applies what they hear later in life. Egypt being an Islamic country, they follow the Islamic rule of doing things with the right side. They eat with right hand and also enter places like house, mosque, or other places with the right leg. Especially when they go to a new place or move into a new house, it is traditional to use the right leg. It is believed that doing so brings in happiness and prosperity. The majority of Egyptians hate black crows. This is due to their belief that if a black crow is seen perched on a house's roof, it is a bad sign. Something bad and usually a fatality might happen to the property or its occupants. Crows and people have a complicated connection with most cultures around the world. They are seen as a sign of bad luck. According to the beliefs, crows are heard or seen as sick or dead when they are around. They connect this to religious stories that God instructed Cain to bury Abel's body by sending the crow. Have you ever had a brief occurrence of an eye twitching? It can be incredibly annoying at times, but it can also be a warning sign for Egyptians that something negative is going to occur, especially if it is the left eye. Some Egyptians spend the entire day waiting for a bad news to come or something unpleasant to happen to them. Some Egyptians think that having girls would improve their financial situation. Girls are still thought to bring more riches than boys. They believe that God bestowed more wealth and prosperity to families with girls to take care of these girls. Sounds perfect. This might at least stop people from killing their girl child even before they are born. Even though many Egyptians prefer to have sons because they can rely on them for employment and to carry on the bloodline and business. In Egypt, coffee and red tea are the most popular beverages, but it is a positive sign if you spill coffee by mistake. Most individuals in the immediate vicinity will tell someone who has spilled coffee that it is a sign that wonderful things are about to happen. Do you believe that the devil exists? Presumably no. But the Egyptian and the Muslims do believe in its existence. When Egyptians observe a slipper flipped, they promptly replace it back in its proper position or instruct someone else nearby to do so. Do you know why? The Egyptian people think that the twisted slipper allows Satan to enter the house. Egyptian females are no exception to the rule that girls love their hair. But for that love, there are some traditions that provide guidance on how to maintain its beauty and health. One such bizarre tradition is to avoid somebody to stomp on freshly cut hair on the floor. It is believed that this will cause hair to start falling and that they would never regrow. People occasionally wish to discuss their successes and wonderful things. When they desire to accomplish it, folks in Egypt will instruct them to grip the wood. Why? It is believed that this will avoid jealousy. Occasionally, but not frequently, you'll hear individuals mention this. So next time you plan to brag yourself, keep this in mind. Sometimes focusing on bragging too much might not be a good idea. During the holy month of Ramadan, Egyptians keep themselves awake at night to engage in prayer and other spiritual pursuits. They show love and compassion by giving to charity. Egyptians fast during the day and only eat after dusk. Because of this, Ramadan in the nation is significantly different and streets have restricted hours. Some even stay closed all day. These are some of the bizarre Egyptian traditions you might not know. Tell us in the comments which one of these were known to you. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked the video, check out other historical videos on our channel. Don't forget to click the bell icon so that you don't miss out on such interesting topics.